I want to see this now. Like, now that we have this all set up. A little bit of an intermission. Can a gold, a platinum, and a diamond league player, a low diamond, he's like diamond 3, just barely, beat Future? 1 versus 3. No other rules. I mean, if they work a rush him, I'll be like, stop that. But no, there's no requirements besides no work a rush. Honestly, work a rush would be bad because he's Terran. So Let me introduce you to our challengers. This is very serious match. Wait, why can't I change the team colors? Tell me they're on the right team and they're not all in a free-for-all mode. Okay, it's fine. It is fine. Okay. Let me introduce you to our pros versus Joes show match. In the top left, we have the Platinum Terran player, Curiosity. In the bottom left, the Gold Protoss, it's Delta Command. And in the bottom right, from the Winter Relay clan, the barely Diamond Protoss as well, it is Zell Wretch. All on a team together against the best Terran player in America. The 16-year-old champion of Cheesadelphia, taking down Puck once again. It is Future. He keeps beating up top Grandmaster players, so we thought we'd give him a real challenge, which of course is 3 less experienced ones. We've got multiple scouting workers coming in. Of course, all the challengers, the Joes, they all know where he is. But how do they decide to try to kill him? It looks like Future just going to do his normal macro build. There are a lot of strategies in this scenario. Like, do you try to kill one of the players, just take them out of the running, and then worry about the other 2? Do you just play defensive and hope they make mistakes? Like, I mean, there will be mistakes. But then what? First blood goes to Future.
First blood.
The Reaper on its way out. Going to be heading towards another Protoss base. Curiosity has a Reaper of his own. It's going across. And Future not going to really have any units here. Oh, Future's blocking out. Okay, smartly done. Staying defensive. The command center could be delayed. The SCV is pulled off the line. Good Reaper micro out of Curiosity. Unfortunately, the SCV going to make sure... Oh, he dodges past. The grenade is good. Going up to the high ground. Oh, and it's a block! He used the depot to change the AI of the Reaper and make it go up the ramp and turn it the other way. I mean, I don't know what to expect, but pro plays were made. So that opens up an opportunity for Future to get everything online. Gonna build some Hellions. Very deadly in the past. The Reaper, he's gonna try to hit the grenade. He does. Goes on the chase. Somehow chasing a Reaper.
Pros versus Joes, a new series.
We're just freestyling. Somehow chasing a Reaper that had less HP than him, but Zelrech doesn't have any units. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He is the highest ranked player on the Joe's team, and he left the door open, and the Hellions are in. He has no units. Here come the Hellions. Also enough Hellions to block out Curiosity. A lot of probes are going to die here today. At the same time as Future is defending back at home. Microing, oh, a little bit of anti-micro there. But all the probes at the net die. He's down to 24. He still has no units. Warp Gate is not done. Future's in the base. He's deflected at home. Zelrech has nothing. And he's going to have even less. His teammate is coming to try to help him. Finally, some Warpins of Stalkers, but how many probes will be left? 10 probes. Oh my god. 9. Less than he started with here. The Hellions, he's down to 7. Future killing about 20 probes with 2 Hellions and 1 Reaper. Will eventually be cleaned up with the help of the teammate, but a Banshee's coming out. Cloak is on the way. Is there any sort of defense for Curiosity? We got Delta Command, who is our gold player, but in the opposite corner, he's been left alone. There is an engineering bay done, but he doesn't have a scan, and he doesn't have any turrets. So Future gonna come in, do some more worker damage, this time to the top left Terran, while simultaneously working his Hellions to the bottom left. He's gonna be able to take out some of the probes at the nap, but there should be enough to defend up the ramp. The Banshee is cloaked. He's just evacuated the entire base. A scan is ready, but Curiosity is struggling to put it all together. These were cleaned up. Delta Command left with 29 workers. Curiosity still has 32. The scan is dodged out. He stops the turret for a little bit longer. One has finished at the net. Zelrach is desperately trying to catch up in workers. He's barely been able to do anything. Storm is on the way. Future is going for, well, he's still got the 111 he's working with, but he has 42 workers right now. In comes a Banshee. Zelrach. He does have an Observer, but only has a couple in the way of Stalkers. I don't know if Future spots the Observer out, but the shift click is all over the probes. I don't know what else is happening on the other side. The Banshee gonna survive. Future's Banshee is just incredibly deadly in every scenario, as we've seen in so many matches. Not this one. Not as deadly. It will be taken. What the okay. And a push is coming out. He's gonna target Curiosity again. Delta Command, just by virtue of being on the other side of the map, drawing very little attention from the professional Terran. Where are you going with this? He's going to protect his teammate, but he might want to consider protecting himself. There is a Raven. It has enough energy for 1 interference matrix. I don't think that's going to be enough to break this through. Well, he uses 1. Going to give him an opportunity to siege up the tanks in position. Does he have targeting potential? The split is there. Minimizing. Oh, it did. He can. He kills the tank. He's breaking through. So Future making some headway. He's going to cancel or kill the 3rd command center. A couple Vikings on the way back. The tank push continues forward. Delta Command, will he come save his teammate? This is barely a push at all. Oh, another interference matrix just in time. He can target the tank as well. He's gonna get the siege. 2 shots before anything else. The repair. The repair. Oh, not enough! The Marines added the damage, and he's breaking through. Delta Command is on the way back. Curiosity pulling everything. Zelrach still pretty dead from the early harass. The Orbital Command is under fire. He will lift it. Future is pushing through. He needs reinforcements in order to hold the Stalkers trying to come up the ramp. The base exposed. The Vikings hit the deck. He's trying to cover for his teammate. Good coordination so far from the Joes. Well, down goes 1 tank. A lot of hits coming out. And Future will be driven back, but at a costly price. The supplies, we have 98 for Future and about 180 combined for the Joes. But how much of that can be brought to bear to actually pressure him? He upgrades. He's got +1. Stim is not done, as he was really investing in other tech early on. He's going to be dropping 2 players at once. Double drop in Zelrach's base, and this might be it. He's been beating him up for so long. He doesn't need Stim to kill a handful of Stalkers. An Immortal comes out. Probes are pulled once again. Widowmine drop is going to go towards Curiosity, and he's sending another drop towards the bottom left corner. Future. It appears he's pretty much killed Zelrach. The Widowmines will make it in. The turret helping out from earlier against the Banshees. A drop is coming in towards Delta Command's base. A lot of time is being spent killing Zelrach, but Widowmine connects, hits a Viking. There's some Widowmines at the back of the base. The scan helps out a little bit. Does he have drilling claws? He does not. This base, at this point, Zelrach might as well send his money to his teammates. The drop in the main. This one will be cleaned up. Future not able to quite keep track of everything at once. But now he's at 127 supply to about 170 combined, and much of that is just Zelrach's soon-to-be-dead probes. Stim is done. Another double drop as Future angles towards the gold player in the bottom left. Another reinforcing wave of units. He's killed 1, essentially. Another one is being targeted. Curiosity has been able to hold on for now, but a follow-up attack is working its way through. The Robo is exposed. There's a couple Widow Mines in the mix. He actually brought an Observer with him. Smartly done. Archon gonna go down. Storms are here. He's gonna be able to push back the drop for now. Can he recall to the third to protect it? Zelrech is essentially dead. Curiosity, he's targeting down the Widow Mines for Future. He's getting distracted. He's spread a little bit too thin. This base is exposed, but the Widow Mines were taken out. Curiosity fights back, and Future will be rebuffed for now. The Marines, what are the upgrades? It's +1 versus 1-1. The tank siege is up, but he splits beautifully. The Medevac's taken out. The Widow Mine's getting a little bit too close for comfort. Another tank gonna be taken down. How did these Widow Mines survive? They did. Of course they did. Is he gonna be able to get the save? No. The Widow Mines do connect. The bio continues working through. Zelrech is now a refugee Protoss. Future continues working through. Curiosity gets another tank! The cost efficiency. It's all on the shoulders of Delta Command. Future is going up against a wall. The boys of Curiosity must be pulled. Delta Command is going to have to make the plays for his team. If the Joes have a chance at surviving, he must strike. Curiosity's being battered down. The production from Future is far too good. He's got 52 SCVs. His third command... Wait, that's his main base. He's actually just relying on this two-base pressure here. Just continuing to apply it across the map. The cost efficiency of his units are so good. Delta Command, Zelrech is essentially gone. He's rebuilding a Nexus. Good luck. Marines are still stemming forward. He brings a tank up to the high ground, almost loses it. Just continually streaming the bio across. Delta Command, I wonder if his teammates have oh, the drop on top. The tank, you're not safe up there. The Widow Mine's continuing to go forward. Future is grinding through. There's limited time left until Curiosity is broken. Especially once he can refocus his efforts from the bottom right corner. Immortal Archon. A strong unit composition. He's building 2 Immortals at a time. Future is still mildly distracted. If he can get on the production... No, he's going back. Okay, he's going forward. It's all on you. Curiosity's holding the line for now. Zelrech has a War Prism here, which... Okay, that's happening. The longer he can buy time, Curiosity is essentially body blocking Future from defending against this. That's a big army. Future pulls off the attack. He's pulling everything back. But here comes the zombie toss ball. The SCVs are in front of everything. Where are the storms? There they are, on the SCVs. Beautiful storms. The bio army trying to close the distance. The storms have been good thus far. They hit as well. That's a lot of Immortals in the back. More storms. Future trying to close the distance, but the Immortals are bashing through. Another storm to the north. It's just storms and Immortals left, but they do hold the line. There's still an Observer with the army. Delta Command almost surprised, it seems, by the fact he was victorious in that fight. The Widow Mine's working through. The reinforcements must have to regroup. Future is down to 32 SCVs. Is there enough? Curiosity is joining up with his teammate. Oh, the Liberators getting into a dangerous spot. Curiosity, the 2 surviving Joes team up. Curiosity he still has some SCVs. He's at 45. He built a lot of SCVs, is the summary. And Future actually pushed back for the first time in this game. Uh-oh. Those are Liberators. Do you think there's any chance he's going to multitask? That's the real question, as the Immortals come back to try to help deal with the Liberators. The drop is coming in. Some Stalkers, maybe? No, all the Immortals and the Templar exploiting a classic mistake. And in the main as well. One Liberator gets taken out. The other one is blasting through the probes in the main, but Delta Command, limited time only. The drop trying to take out Curiosity before he gets anything back up. He's going to finish what he started. The Liberator in the main. He's actually warping, and Delta Command is coming across the map. A base trade will ensue, it does seem. Is there anything on the high ground here? Future, has he noticed this? The Stalkers do not want to be in front of this story. He doesn't have Blink. I don't expect him to be blinking out of anything. Curiosity trying to hold on. He's still got a lot of SCVs to buy time. The tank, Future has a lot of forces committed on the other side of the map. Delta Command is slowly, inexorably working his way across the map. He has a better army on paper. Future is going to have to scramble to defend. He gets a couple ghosts out. Widowmine connects. A couple Liberators on the high ground. The third base / lifted main is here as well. The Observer, not going to be shot down by the turret, or so it seems, which is... No! Oh my god. What about the other turret, though? No, not quite yet. Are the storms there? The EMPs! There's so much energy on the Templar, though. They still have storms. Future is still working through Curiosity's base. Zelrech is mining again, by the way. He's rebuilding his Cybercore in the back of his fellow Protoss' base. Going up a ramp, always a difficult move. The Warp Prism giving him... Oh, that Storm a little bit off-center. Future is bottled up in his own main base, and he was forced to retreat off Curiosities. Future's being beaten back, and if Delta Command is able to figure out, the team does not know he's mining from this base. The supply is there. The Zombie Toss Death Ball. Where are those Storms? They do connect at the front. The Liberator's doing a ton of damage at the back. The Impies, there's still a couple more Storms on the high ground. Future trying to hold, but the Protoss forces are breaking through. The Liberator worth its weight. Oh wait, the flank from the back! Able to get the Prism? Not quite. Still a lot of Immortals. Does he target? He gets the Prism. G! The Joes take it off the Immortal Archon. Just barely. 2 players pretty much dead, so Delta Command could build that army, and finally we found out how to beat Future. It is throw 3 players at him, and barely break through. That's how we do it. That was a pretty fun idea. He almost had it. I really liked the way Future was playing it too. That was a fun way to play it. But yeah, just keep throwing them at him. But yeah, he beat up on 2 players to start, but didn't quite make it to the 3rd. If you like that format, make sure to tell me. That could be a lot of fun. But of course, like, for every game like that, there's probably going to be 3 or 4 that are pretty terrible. But